Hello and welcome to a short video on the mandatory attendance quiz and how you can get information like student phone numbers from it. Okay, the first thing we need to do is remember that this item for the student more or less is found in their Start Here items, mandatory attendance quiz. All right, I want you to go to your quiz tool, and I want you to go to the drop-down menu and click Preview or Select, okay? So I want to take a minute and explain not only where it is, but what it is. So these are questions that your students are being asked. Um, you know, what they're doing is they're documenting their understanding of the course. These are more or less questions that students have had trouble with in the past. We want to make sure that they are plugged in and they are putting down on paper that they are responsible. That's basically it. So on question number 4, this is where students type in here their cell phone number. And then question number 5 is it okay to text the student? And then question 6 is an alternate phone number. And then question 7 has to do with another email address. So these are important questions. It's possible you could add to these questions. I do that in my class to ask if a student has a calculator so I know who to bug and who not to bug. These are all helpful pieces of information, and this is information that you could use as you're trying to know your students and work with your students. Okay, the next thing that you want to do is you want to go and look at information about a student. Now, you could just go to the quiz tool, and then, here, let me move this over so you could see it, okay? We could go over here and select grade, okay? When we select grade, we will have a list of students here with the attempt that they took, and you could click on the attempt in order to see that information for that particular student, and that's a good way to find information from a particular student. Okay, I told you that you could get information from a particular student, but sometimes you want that information in a way that you don't have to go through each of the individual students in the class. And the way to do that is to go to your grade portion where we just were and click on Export to Excel. And when we do that, okay, so I downloaded the Excel spreadsheet and I opened it up. And here's the records of my first student, Sally Ray. Okay, so we have the name, it's all the first attempt. Let me just quickly go over here. It talks about the question type. And then if you notice right here, here, and here are the phone numbers that you want to know about. Remember, the one was my cell phone, and this is the alternate email, okay? So there's a place for you to get the information for your students. So you could just put this in a form that's convenient for you. I like to use cards. So I get a 3x5 card and put the name of the student, and I put their phone number down under that, and then their email. And that helps me out through my course so that I could keep up with communicating to my students. Okay, now you may want to know about another way that you could see what students did, which students did not do that quiz. And here's a way you could do it. You want to go up to your grades, and you want to click on Grades. And then you want to go to Mandatory Attendance Quiz. I would just do the drop down to the right and select Enter Grades. Okay, so here's a list from a class, and what you could do is just go here to the column heading, and now I know here are all my students that did not do it. So that's important information. I hope this short video helped you to know how to use the mandatory attendance quiz to get information that you need. Be looking at our other videos on our faculty help and support page, particularly the how-to videos. We'll try to post some more videos there that may help you in your work with your class. Best wishes.